Hey guys, today I'm going to show you what our math work is going to look like. We're not going to be doing math on Seesaw. Now that we have our math books and we know how to use them in class, I'm going to be sending math books home for homework. So right now I'm going to go through some math and show you how to use this book with your child. Okay, so I will tell you what page numbers will need to be done, or I'll mark them or something like that so you won't be in the dark. You won't have to guess. All right, so this is some work that we have already done, but I wanted to show you that the directions are down here at the bottom. These are the directions. So if you see the little car here, that is what you read for this problem right here. Okay, and then the next one, that's what you read for this one right here. Okay, and there's little dividers to show you. So number one, listen to the story. How can you use a counter to represent each rabbit? There are 2 rabbits in the grass. Now, your child should know how to do this very well because we've done it quite a few times. So up here, read the story again. How can you use a counter to represent each rabbit? There are 2 rabbits in the grass. 1, 2. So your child will go 1, 2. It's really important that we get them in the habit of saying the number as they draw it, not before or after. Go on to the next one. Listen to the story. How can you use a counter to represent each bird? Trace the number you represented. 1 bird is flying. So 1 bird is flying. I'll draw 1 counter. 1. Okay, and then I will trace the number. 1. Now I know this seems very simple, but it's really important that we get the kids to count as they are drawing whatever it is they're drawing. Okay? This is going to help them with their number sense and hand-eye coordination and quite a few other things. All right, let's look at the next one. Listen to the story. Draw a counter to represent each crayon. Amy has 1 crayon. Vera has 2 crayons. Okay, so right here, this is Amy's spot. She has 1 crayon. Vera has 2. How many counters would you draw for Amy to represent her 1 crayon? 1. Okay. Now Vera has 2 crayons. Can I start over here and draw a counter? Absolutely not. You always start on the left because that's how we read and write. We read, write, and count left to right. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now we'll go on to another one. Now, number 4, the directions are down here. Number 4 is up here. Okay. Count the puppies in each group. Circle the group that shows 2 puppies. So, this is a group and this is a group. Okay. So I need to circle the group that has 2 puppies. I'm going to count both groups to see which one has 2. 1. 1, 2. So I would circle this group just like this. I'd also prefer if your child did this work with a pencil. If you don't have pencils or you think you need more, please let me know. I'll be happy to send some home. All right, let's go to number 5 right here. Mark below the number that shows how many butterflies. So for this, they're just going to, how many butterflies? There is 1. So they're going to find the number 1 and they're going to color in the bubble just like that. Okay. Listen to the story. Draw a counter to represent each squirrel. Say each number as you represent it. There is 1 squirrel looking for acorns. So your child would draw 1 counter, and they would say 1 as they draw it. 1. All right, number 1. Listen to the story. Use a counter to represent each object in the story. Say each number as you draw the counters in the 5 frame. Circle the number you represented. Ty has 3 kites. Okay, so Ty has 3 kites. So first I'm going to draw them. And I'm going to count as I do it. 1, 2, 3. Then the directions said circle the number you represented. So I have to figure out which one of these is 3. And it's this one, so I circle it. All right, now let's go on to number 2. What can you tell me about the number of objects in each group? Trace the numbers. So, what the book is looking for here is they want your child to notice that both groups have 4. So before doing anything, you should have your child count both groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's also good to have your child tap, preferably with their finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go down and do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 crayons and 4 chairs. So then they would trace the number 4. Number 3. Mark below the number that shows how many frogs. So your child will need to count 1, 2, 3, find the number and bubble it in. 3 frogs. It's also good if you try to get your child to say a sentence like there are 3 frogs or I see 3 frogs instead of just saying 3. We really need to get them speaking in complete sentences. This will help them in their writing later. All right, number 4. Circle the number that shows how many fish. So got to count first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle the number 4. Let's go down to number 5. Listen to the story. Use a counter to represent each bird. Say the number as you draw the counters in the 5 frame. There are 2 birds on the sidewalk. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, that's all for now. It's really important that you let your child do the work. They should all know how to do what I have shown you because this is an extension from what we've done in class. So they should be very used to this by now. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am always here to help answer any questions, even if you think the question is silly. This curriculum is new to me also, so no question is silly. Please feel free to reach out to me. All right, bye.